How do you make your ex forget the past? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. Please stay tuned to the end because there's an important component that a lot of people are missing in this that actually keeps their ex stuck in the past. And if you know this, you're actually going to be able to leapfrog over that and to create a new opportunity for connection between the two of you. Hey there, it's Clay with modernlove.life. Today we're talking about how to get your ex to forget the past so that it can open up a new opportunity for more connection and bonding between the two of you. So the first thing we need to understand about getting your ex to forget the past is many times they're going to need to know two important things. Now the first thing is they're going to need to know, number one, that this isn't going to happen again. This is where a typical apology comes into play. You know, some basically saying like, hey, I promise I'm not gonna do XYZ again. I promise I'm not gonna, I don't know, cheat on you, betray your trust, take you for granted, you know, whatever it was. You probably know what went wrong in your relationship. You know, occasionally I talk to someone who doesn't know what went wrong, but most of the time people have a good understanding of what went wrong in their relationship. And if you look back and take stock at your relationship, you can probably identify what wasn't working, and you can say, okay, this is what happened, and that's probably what you need to focus on, making sure they know isn't going to happen again. And, you know, this can sometimes be helpful, but many times it's not going to land really well. And the reason why that is because there's an important critical element missing. You know, this is why after a breakup, people will often try to apologize a million times, beg and plead and all that sort of stuff. And it never really works out very well. You know, we call this stage that people often find themselves in damage control mode. And chances are the majority of people watching this video already know that this isn't going to take them where they want to go because they've lived it and experienced it themselves. I know, I've been there. I've been in damage control mode. I've begged and pleaded. I apologized a million times and it didn't work out. Why? Because there was an important element missing. Before we go ahead and get into that element though, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button for this video and like and subscribe to this channel as well too. You know, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you can get notified when we go live and publish new content. You know, I like to do live streams and I'd love to be able to interact with you and chat with you and answer your questions in the chat for our next live stream. But you're not going to necessarily know that I'm going live unless you subscribe and hit that bell notification button next to the subscribe button. Anyway, the thing that's often missing when it comes to all of this is really letting your ex feel seen and heard in your apology to them, in your attempt at clearing the past. Many times their attention will be fixated on the past because of the pain and the hurt. They, of course, want to avoid that again. They, of course, want to avoid feeling disappointed or betrayed or hurt or whatever it might be. And knowing that it's not going to happen again can sometimes be helpful for that. But if you're able to meet them at that emotional level of, hey, you must have felt so hurt when this happened, or hey, this must have impacted you on such a deep level, or hey, it must have been so disappointing when I said I was going to do X, but I did Y instead. When you're able to meet them at that level and vocalize and express exactly how they felt and what their pain and experience and all of that was, then they know in a deep level that you get how they felt. And if you understand how they felt, if you understand their pain and hurt, they're going to feel seen and heard, and they're going to implicitly believe that because you can experience and put yourself in their shoes and experience the pain and all of that they may have gone through, that you are much less likely to actually do it. It's much more convincing than just the, you know, hey, sorry, I cheated on you, I won't do it again. But it speaks to a much deeper level. This, of course, can apply to, you know, whether you cheated on them, whether you betrayed their trust, whether you did something hurtful to them, whether you unintentionally took them for granted or whatever, right? But you have to be able to put yourself in their shoes and meet them where they're at emotionally for this to really work and unfold in the way that you want it to. And this is, of course, one of the strategies that we lay out for you inside of a quick little course that we put together called Connect and Commit. We cover 7 specific make or break situations that can potentially go the wrong way with your ex, and we help you to turn them into opportunities for deeper connection and commitment. Of course, saying an apology is one of these moments. So if that is something that you'd like, please make sure you check out our course called Connect and Commit over at modernlove.life/ CC. You can also find that down in a link in the description box below. But anyway, one thing I'd really strongly also recommend you check out is this video playlist over here next on what we call advanced relational skills. These will help you to understand your ex's emotional world so you can really meet them at that emotional place that we talked about so that they can start to let go of the pain and feel seen and heard. Go ahead and check this video series out here next. Anyway, thanks so much, and I'll talk to you next time.